Hello and welcome to Hong Kong Direct, where it's all about Group 2 racing. On the show this week with the Sha10 Trophy and the Premier Bowl, headlining the program at Sha10 this coming Sunday. On the show this week, we're going to feature a profile on the potential next superstar of the sprint ranks in Hong Kong with the unbeaten Courier Wonder. And the stayer, Panfield, makes a return. He can put his hand up to become the best stayer in Hong Kong. But we start the show with race number 6. It is the Premier Bowl over 1,200 metres, and Skyfield is second up for the campaign. Blake Shin takes the ride. Stronger Computer Patch. Buddies, a last start Group 3 winner, gives Jack Wong an excellent opportunity in this feature. Lucky Patch gets Zach Burton. Courier Wonder, unbeaten in 5. He draws barrier 9. Super Wealthy looking for the hat-trick. Right down the bottom, Harmony and Rich, the Happy Valley 1,000 metre track record holder, switches to Sha10, and the Bow Attack, the big horse, Alexi Bedell, gets the board for David Hayes. Whilst it's a field of 12, most eyes will be on Courier Wonder, unbeaten in 5 starts, and now on Hong Kong Direct, it's time to profile this potential superstar.
Courier Wonder and Computer Patch, then Duke Y, Skyfield and Stronger. Courier Wonder is in front. Stronger is on the outside trying to grab him. He's lifting. Courier Wonder, he's holding. He's delivering vases now, the Courier. Courier Wonder on the vase.
He's a promising, exciting horse, and wouldn't be any different than me just getting excited to get back on his board.
Couple of trials, have you been happy with how he's gone?
Extremely happy, and he's where we expect him to be. He might not be 100%, but I doubt anybody else at this stage of the season would be. And he's all kind of a progressing type of a horse.
He's certainly showed his class and quality up till now, and it's a big effort from him. It's hard to do.
Has he done well during his break?
He seems all right. He looks pretty good. He's training normally, and his trials have been normal for him. So I think he'll present at the races quite well.
You raced most of these in the Sha10 Vase last time, so that must give you some confidence that he can beat them again.
Well, I think a few of the horses have had a race and he hasn't. So there's that, and then he's come back as a 4-year-old now. So hopefully he can improve a little bit with age. And these horses are at different points in their preparation, so that makes it a little bit interesting.
Lucky Patch is trying to stick on with him from California Rad and Wind and Grass, but Courier Wonder, 100 metres left to go. Here's win number 4. He's clear of Lucky Patch and Duke Y. This is one Courier that keeps delivering on a Sunday. Courier Wonder beat Lucky Patch and Winning Dreamer.
We'll find out Sunday if he can make it 6 in a row. In a moment, we'll find out if Leo Schlink, racing rider for the Hong Kong Jockey Club, thinks Courier Wonder will make it that half dozen in a row. But firstly, let's hear from some of his main rivals trying to beat him this week. Blake, what a wonderful return by Skyfield last time.
Yeah, it sure was. It was great to see him put in such a great performance. Obviously, with such a big weight, it wasn't easy to do, but he's a quality galloper, and it's great to see the horse come back and show that he's going to be a real force to be reckoned with in these big sprints in the coming months.
This week, the extra distance, nothing but a plus?
Nothing but a plus. Obviously, the only thing against him is the handicap conditions again, but I'm going in full of confidence. He's drawn a great barrier again in 2. I can't see why he can't go close to winning again.
Matthew, group racing for Harmony and Rich this week. He certainly earned his shot at it.
Yeah, he hasn't got much choice at the minute, so he's gone past 100, so he's got to run somewhere. It seemed like a nice enough race with a handicap condition, so we're going to have a roll of the dice.
What about the switch from the smaller Happy Valley track to the bigger Sha10 track? Any concerns around that?
It's interesting. He's stepped up to everything we've asked him to do, so hopefully he can step up again.
Unfortunate to lose Wellington, but what a great pickup ride in the Bow Attack.
Yeah, that's right. Naboo Attack seems to be a very good pick, obviously. He's very well rated in this handicap race. He's a very talented horse. He's got the ability and the quality to win a race such as this one.
He steps up to Group 2. Can you see any reason on what he's done so far why he can't take that step up and be ultra competitive?
No, I think he will run a good race. He's got a good gait. There's plenty of speed in the race, which is very suitable for the horse, I guess. And also, his bottom weight in the race, so it's a big advantage. So I'm very confident.
The Premier Bowl looks a fascinating contest. Courier Wonder for me is the standout horse, a horse who made so much progress last season, rising from 52 in the rankings to get over 100. He comes into this race with Joe Moreira off the back of 2 trials. He's done really well on those, and it's going to be really interesting to see how he goes against the older horses and also some of the emerging horses. Nabu Attack is one low in the handicaps who will also be a contender. Super Wealthy from the David Hay stable who is flying. Skyfield at the top. He'll be improved from last start. He was fantastic over 1,000 metres for Blake Shin. He'll also be a contender. I think this race will have repercussions for December with the Longines Hong Kong Sprint. For that reason alone, it's going to be worth watching. But I think Courier Wonder is the horse to follow from this race, and on that upward trajectory, he can go forward, and I think he's the one to beat.
That is a look at the Premier Bowl. If you'd like a more in-depth look as far as race analysis and tips go, make sure to check out Racing to Win on the HKJC website as well. We'll move from that to the second of the Group 2 features. This is the running of the Sha10 Trophy over the 1,600 metres. Mr. Consistent, Southern Legend at the top of the book for Blake Shin and Casper Founds. White Cuckoo returns for the first time since April for Zach Burton and John Size. Panfield's back after his Group 1 win over the 2,400 metres last time. Sky Darcy fitter for his first run back, and he goes to the 1,600 metres as well. Tourbillon Diamond's been in good form, and Russian Emperor and Pressure Ship, they round out the Oriental Watch 60th anniversary of the Sha10 Trophy. He's a last start Group 1 winner in the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup, and he is back with a claim to become the best stayer in Hong Kong. His name is Panfield.
Panfield's gone by exultant. Columbus County's on the outside. Panfield and Columbus County lifting Panfield. Columbus County can't get him. Still Panfield, a neck in front, and it's Panfield. Panfield won it.
Karis, great to have your Group 1 winner from last season back.
Yes, of course, we're pretty happy with him, and I'm excited to get him back on Panfield.
You've given him 3 trials, and they look to be really strong hit-outs you've given him too.
Yeah, he's a big, strong fella. He can take a bit of work, so he's been off for a while. But at every single trial he's done, he's improved from it, and now he's ready to go to races.
First up over 1,600 metres. What are the worries around that for him?
Yeah, of course, we know it's going to be too short for him. It's his first run, so we're not gonna, just gonna look after him where he's comfortable and let him finish his race.
He got better and better last season as he stepped up in distance. Has he strengthened further during the time off?
Yeah, I think so. I think the little break has done him well. He feels good mentally and physically. I think he's improved a lot. Like I said, it's just a concern about the 1,600, but he's a decent horse, and like I said, I'm just going to leave him where he's comfortable, and let's hope he finishes home strongly.
That's where Panfield is at. What about some of his opposition? Well, we caught up with them out of track work. Sky Darcy back again this week. He should love the step up in trip.
100%. He's listen, the last time he was a bit unlucky, so this time he should run a better race. I would say that way. I would put it that way. And the distance, he has gone to 2,000, back to 1,400 meters, now a mile. I think he's just going to love it. The distance is going to suit him perfectly.
He's been all right. So far, his trials have been fine, and he seems pretty healthy. So, I think he'll run a nice race against with the handicap conditions. It doesn't work in his favour, but he's a good horse, and that's why he's got that rating. So, I think he'll run well.
Long time between rides on Glorious Dragon, but you're back on, and his trials have looked good.
Yeah, it has been a while. I obviously haven't ridden him since he's been with Francis Lloyd, but He's a good, honest horse. He's obviously a stayer who wants a bit further than a mile, but I think over the distance fresh he can run a nice race. I thought he tried really well up the grass, even though I didn't ride him. And yeah, I'm expecting him to hit the line strongly.
You have sat on him in work, and how did he feel?
He worked well. He had a breeze up the grass on Thursday morning, and he felt good.
We heard from Leo Slink about his selections for the Premier Bowl. Hong Kong's other racing rider is Declan Schuster. He gives his thoughts on the trophy.
The Group 2 Sha10 Trophy is this weekend. It looks a fascinating mile race on paper, and it's going to be a key lead up into Hong Kong IR later in December, with a number of horses coming back like Waikuku and so forth. The horse I do like though is Ka Ying Star. I think he draws well. He could roll forward from the gate, and I think he might give a very good account of himself close to the speed.
So 10 races this Sunday at Sha10. Here's what's coming up in the diary. It's back to Happy Valley next Wednesday night, and of course back to Sha10 again on Sunday week. 10 races this week. We're on air from 12:30 with the trackside team, and as always on Hong Kong Direct, we leave you with a classic race. It's back to 2016 when Brett Preble combined with Francis Loy in the Premier Bowl, the horse Lucky Bubbles. Bye-bye.
Lucky Bubbles winding up. It's Aero Velocity, the old 8-year-old taking the lead from Penophobia. Lucky Bubbles on the scene late, and so too is Amazing Kids. He's bursting through. Lucky Bubbles has the lead from Amazing Kids, who can't reach him. It's Lucky Bubbles.